Hey everybody, I am Saugata Das, Assistant Professor at Flame School of Business, Flame University. Welcome to this course on Marketing's 4Ps, where we deep dive into one of its key pillars, that is product. The product is more than just a good or service, it's about solving customer problems through features, designs, branding, and innovation. In this module, we will explore how business craft products that drive value and stand out in the competitive market. So let's get started. The first thing, let us look at the definition of product. Product is anything that can be offered for the market for grabbing attention, for acquisition, for use, and then consumption that may want to satisfy a want or a need of the end user. And product is one of the most important components of marketing. Now let us take a view of how everything works one by one. Any product has got 5 levels or 5 attributes that make it into a complete consumable item. First and foremost, we have the core benefit, which is nothing but the core idea behind which a product is actually made. Now let us look at this definition. After the core benefit, if we look at the generic product, then we go at expected level of the product, we go at augmented, and what the product means in the future. For example, when we talk about core benefit, it is the fundamental need or benefit that the product has. For example, when we talk about a phone, the basic idea of a phone is being able to communicate to your friends and family or business people. It is the basic functionality, and here the product is not differentiated between which brand or item. The basic idea of a phone is a need for communication. Next, when we talk about, what we talk about is the basic product, that is the tangibility and the tangible aspects of the product. What are tangible aspects? Like for example, if you talk about a smartphone, it has got a touch screen, it has got a battery, it has got calling functionality. This is one step above the basic. The basic was able to make a call. Now you have certain features added to it. After this, okay, now we have a smartphone, but what are the features that are associated with the phone? We talk about it should have a good camera, it should have a fast internet, it should have a durable build, it should have a touchscreen facilities, it should be able to have give you communication means, it should be able to give you say WhatsApp facility, it should be able to give you an Instagram, and if you want to play games, you should have the hardware supported to it. So this is what a person expects out of a smartphone. Beyond that, now there are so many brands. What differentiates one brand from other brand? What differentiates Apple from a Google phone or a OnePlus phone or a Mac OS or a Mac iPhone or an iPhone from other Google or Android based phones? It is the augmentation that happens. What additional features are imbibed in the phone? For example, AI powered photography, free cloud storage, the extended warranties that come with the product. Also, what other features that, if I talk about an iPhone, what is the premiumness of the phone? If I talk about Android, the user friendliness of the phone. So after that, this is called the augmentation of features on the phone. After this, we look at what can be added extra in this phone to make it more susceptible to the people in the future is the keyword that we call it as potential product. Future improvements and innovations in the product, like hologram, teletransportation. This is something which may or may not happen in the future. What a customer expects out of it is called the potential product. After you understood the basic levels of a product, let us understand, like everything in life is segmented, like everything in life is classified or segmented, even products for ease of understanding is segmented. One, it is segmented in terms of its durability or tangibility, and then it is mainly segmented on its usage pattern. One, it is industrial goods, though it is not in this picture. Other is the consumer good. Now let us look at various features of this, how it is done. Okay. When we talk about durability and tangibility, we are talking about, one, it is either a non-durable good or we are talking about durable goods. Then non-durable goods are, one, you can see it every day. It is very fastly consumed. It is purchased frequently and it is heavily advertised. For example, Toothpaste is a classic example of a non-durable good. You use it every day, it perishes once in 15 days or a month, and you have to purchase it every time. Salt, groceries, this come under non-durable goods. When you talk about durable goods are are long lasting. It involves personal selling. It is after sales involved in it, and sellers need to give guarantee. If you can ask me, what do you think is an example of a durable good? Exactly, very right. Uh, uh, Durable goods include televisions, radio sets, mobile handsets, which last longer. You don't buy a mobile every day, you don't buy a TV every day, you buy a TV once in a while, 3 years, 2 years, and this needs after sales service. Somebody has to sell this TV to you to make you understand the product advantage, benefits and features. And it comes with a warranty and guarantee. Lastly comes services. How does service vary from others? Yes, service is something which you can experience and not touch and feel. For example, there is a doctor who is treating you. There is a lawyer who is giving you consultation. These are pure hospital. There is a doctor treating you, there is a nurse serving you, there is a ward boy serving you, police services, these are all services where there is nothing tangible in it, but you can experience the particular feature. Yes, services have some amount of tangibility also in it, in a tangibility spectrum. This is service and this is service and this is a good. Here it is tangible, here it is not tangible. Attributes are, it is inseparable. You cannot separate a doctor's expertise from him. A doctor's expertise is in mind, is in his practice. It is variable. A doctor treating your father or your mother will be treating you in a different way. It is not the same. Next, it is perishable. Once the doctor moves away, his service also moves with him. It does not linger around. Yes, the effects linger, but the service does not linger around. Okay, and this needs more of a quality control. So let us look into the other aspects of classification. In terms of use, now we saw the classification in terms of its durability and tangibility. Now there is another way of how the customer actually, or how you as a consumer actually use these products. One, it is called consumer, either it is an industrial where it goes into production, and next thing is called consumer goods. Consumer goods are those daily goods which end user uses the product is made and consumed by the end user. Now, consumer goods are also classified in different ways. One, it is called convenience goods. Convenience goods are basically those goods which you purchase frequently, immediately, and with a minimal effect. Salt, toothpaste, toothbrush are classic examples of convenience goods. Like, convenience good can be further divided into staples, impulse goods or emergency goods. When you talk about staples, you purchase it on a regular basis, like toothpaste, salt. Impulse goods are purchased without any planning. For example, say you are walking out of a supermarket and you see they have those bins where they have chocolates, they have candies, they have small things which you just pick up on an impulse, or even while walking the ramp you just pick up something without actually thinking about it. You know, yes, whenever you go into a store, you keep doing this, and then they are emergency goods, goods which are purchased when and stored when necessary. For example, medicines, bandages, radios, these are all emergency goods. Walkie-talkies. Next classification is called shopping goods. These goods are those kind of goods where a customer actually has to spend some time, effort, and the product has to go through a selection process. You just do not pick them out. For example, if you want to buy a TV, or you want to buy a car, or you want to buy for example a bike, Or for you example, you want to buy a mobile phone. It is not that you just wake up suddenly and go into the market and purchase it. You wait for some time, you see its attributes, you see its features, you compare them, and you take a decision on whether or not you want to buy it based on either suitability to your needs, the quality, its price, and the lifestyle attributes that the product can give. Examples like furniture, clothes, used cars, major appliances, other things. Shopping goods can be further divided into, for example, homogeneous shopping goods which are similar. For example, a single door refrigerator. There are different varieties of single door refrigerators. One may be 200 liters, 240 liters, 300 liters, but all are single doors. It may be from a single manufacturer, it may be from a different manufacturer. All these goods are called homogeneous goods. Then what would be heterogeneous shopping goods? They are different in product features and services that may be more important than price. For example, Tata Motors, it has a sedan, one. It has a SUV, 2. It has a MUV. Another thing, it may have a car manufacturer may have a MPV. It may be commercial vehicles. They may be trucks. All different products under the same manufacturer, Tata Motors. So a company also produces heterogeneous shopping goods, where a person spends some time analyzing and comparing it with the competitors as well as the prices themselves to suit what is most needed by the end customer. Then the next is specialty goods. What are specialty goods? High price products which attribute or satisfy your lifestyle needs, and where the buyer is willing to put in sufficient number, special effort to buy it. For example, you want say a BMW, specialty good. It is highly priced and people are willing to put in lot of money and effort to actually buy it. Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Armani, these all come under specialty goods. Examples are Mercedes Benz is a classic example of a specialty good, wherein people are willing to travel a distance to go and actually check out the vehicle and then wait for it even though if it is not available. There are instances where people have already also waited for 3 to 4 months to procure a vehicle. And here the dealers or the sellers do not need convenient locations. They have a location and the customer takes an effort to reach the seller. These kind of goods are called specialty goods. And lastly, the other good is called unsought goods. To give you a humorous example, how many times have you woken up and thought, I want to buy a coffin? How many times have you woken up in the morning and said, today I want to buy an insurance? Very rare. You have to actually, you do not plan for such things. These are unavoidable things. God forbid, a coffin is only bought when a person expires, or you take an insurance once in a lifetime and continue it. You don't hunt for it, you don't shop for it. In fact, the sellers have to use all their skills and try and sell it to you. These are called unsought goods. These are goods that consumers either do not know about or does not normally think of buying. Like example, life insurances, cemetery plots, gravestones, encyclopedias. Next, we look another section we look at now is industrial goods. Now let us see what industrial goods are. Industrial goods can be classified in terms of how they enter the production process. What is the main difference between industrial and consumer goods? Consumer goods are those goods which the end users ultimately buys from various selling spots. But industrial goods do not sell directly to the end user. This is like a B2B market where for manufacture, say for example a car. For manufacture of a car, you need many things. One is steel, second is cloth, third is components, parts, engines. Now again, when you talk about steel, steel does not come in its natural form. It comes in an ore form. It has to be manufactured, processed and enters a process. After the process is complete, it becomes steel, and from that steel it is molded into the sheets, and from that sheet it is molded into car. You get the idea. So industrial goods are those goods that are classified in terms of how they enter the production process and their relative costliness. Now, Industrial goods are categorized into one, material and parts, capital items, and supplies and business services. Let us see one by one what these are. Material parts are goods that enter the manufacturer's process completely. For example, materials and parts are those things which enter the production completely. For example, iron and steel enters into a car manufacturers where you cannot differentiate ki, okay, this is from this manufacturer and this is from the other manufacturer. It is a part of the entire process. And these are divided into one, farm products like wheat, cotton, livestock, fruits and vegetables, where you actually have to grow them in the farms, and then once they are manufactured, they are sent for further processing. Another is natural products. Natural products are like lumber, crude petroleum and iron ore. These do not need to be grown. These are in the natural form. These have to be mined or taken from earth and then passed over for production. Now let us look into manufactured materials and parts are. Okay. Like we saw, from farm products and natural products are those which either you have to grow and which are found naturally on Mother Earth, and then you pick it up, you grow it, you pick it up, you mine it and then pass it on. These raw materials move into the plants, manufacturing plants, and from there they are made into either component materials, like from iron ore comes iron, from cotton comes yarn, from lumber comes furnitures, and then from rubber comes small motors, tires and castings. Now, component materials are a composite in itself. They go into the end product as a composite. But when we talk about component parts, like for example in a car, a component material is iron, which forms the structure of the vehicle. But to move the car also you need parts. A car needs a part called tire. A tire also is a form of manufactured material, and it goes into the final manufacture in a separate way. So that is why it is called component parts. It is not the main composite component part of the vehicle. It is manufactured by some other manufacturer and then sent to the car manufacturer for addition in their vehicles. So that is why it is divided into component materials. But here again, if you are talking about Apollo tires, for them tires is a component material. But when they send to Tata Motors, that particular tire become a component part. When for making these tires, they need either farm products, where the trees have to be grown and rubber has to be tapped out of it. So you see the process how it moves. Next we look at capital items. For example, let me put it in this way. Now, to manufacture a car, you need certain infrastructure like a building, you need lines, you need machinery which will accumulate or attach or fix the particular components and make it into a car. The buildings, the lines, the actuates, that whatever we talk about are capital items. They are long lasting goods that facilitate developing or managing the finished product. And these are divided into two parts. One is an installation. Like I said, the building. When we talk about the building, the factory, the entire factory is an installation. And when we talk about equipment, it is portable, and the tools that goes into manufacture, that goes into a installation. Like the factory has a structure, and when you talk about the lines, when you talk about the trucks, you have got the lifts that form the equipment. And these type of equipment do not become, these equipments and installations facilitate manufacturing and do not enter the end finished product. Then, yes, we have got installations, we have got equipment, but based on this, a plant does not run. You need offices, you need chairs, you need tables, you need laptops, you need pens, you need staplers, you need sellotapes, you need post-its, you need telephones. So many things that that a factory needs so that the manufacturing can go on smoothly. Those particular, all those items are called supplies. So supplies are of two kinds. One is maintenance, yes, paint, nails, brooms, that you need to maintain a particular factory or a workspace. And second are called operating supplies. For example, in a car manufacturing unit, it may need lubricants to make the actuators work. In an office, for a power plant, you need coal to actually keep the power plant running. Second, in an office, what will you do without a pencil or a paper or a laptop? When they are there, you call them operating supplies. And lastly, things which make the offices run, which support the running an office, like window cleaners, copier repair, which is not a part of the organization but are hired by the organization, and they are a different company which comes and does the work. And then there is called business advisory services, like consultants, agencies who help you in advertising the product. Then there are also legal matters. If in case there is a legal proceeding, the company has legal services, or they take advisory from legal experts who help the company. All this formulate the business advisory services. So now we see how the goods are divided and segmented.